Hi everyone. What if workplace change and our ability to move through the moments of new stories being shared, new assumptions being tested, new biases being recognised, and new actions being able to be stepped into, with all the moments of awkwardness through to flow? What if those moments were a little bit like watching new plants grow? So I have just purchased a hydroponic little garden system. It sits on the bench in my kitchen, and I am literally a self-proclaimed black thumb when it comes to being able to grow anything. But I am seeing it as a personal challenge for becoming a little more self-sufficient and responsible in the production of my own food. So this journey has been a fascinating one, filled with lots of personal change along every step of the process so far. And what I've been noticing is my little seedlings have been in these little pods for about 11 days now. And I've been noticing what's changing in terms of on the surface, which for quite a few days there was nothing really going on, and then all of a sudden I saw like there were little sprouts coming out at the top of the bok choys, and I was getting all very excited and seeing the growth, and then changing things around a bit, and then lifting little pods out of the container, which is sort of goes through into a base of water, and to my surprise, a couple of the pods that I couldn't see anything happening on the surface so much, but when I lifted up the pods, I could see that there were roots that were starting to form at the bottom. And so I've just been so fascinated by watching the growth, because to me, it's really represented that sometimes we can't see much change on the surface, but actually what is happening beneath the surface is the foundations are really being built, being established, being rooted deep into the earth, or deep into our foundations. And there's also the anticipation of when will I see the growth? Oh, like, is that growth there? And oh, look how fast that's growing, and that one's not growing, and all this sort of natural kind of, assessment and comparison going on. And it's very fascinating to me to consider how it might be that we naturally kind of go through this human experience of expectation when it comes to change in behaviour together in our workplace team environments, through to seeing some change, through to maybe not seeing any change on the surface, but change is happening in terms of the way in which we're processing, the way in which we're making sense of things, the way in which we are contemplating, really growing those roots into the foundation of new behaviour, new ways of working together. Sometimes there's bursts of accelerated growth and we see lots of change happening on the surface, and then other times it seems to just stop, like there doesn't seem to be much growth going on. And it feels to me to be a very natural part of the progression, and sometimes we can see it, sometimes we can't. Well, a trust in the process will enable us to accept where everything is at in that moment, and to know that as we continue to step into the change ourselves, that is part of the contribution to the whole in terms of how we all create the change together. Thanks very much for spending this time with me, and may you have a magical workday every day.